It's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
19 targets, Mustang 19. Go.
Milrow from the gun. This is pulled in by McCall Hardman. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ready up. Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Bronco.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Colson Adimo's got it. Was that just shy of their own 45 for that interception and return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that
breaks through and breaks away. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one hits for 30. And the Giants will have a first down.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano adds the point after. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing now, Milrow. There's a screen now for Walker. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Cut 19. 60 average. Mustang 19. Ready.
Short, it's Milrow. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. An incompletion won't help.
Ready.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Ready.
Trying for it with Milrow. He gets it to Fant. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks trim the lead to 1. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's start now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. It's Tracy on 2nd down. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Rose caught, and the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. From the gun, here's Darts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Counter give to Tracy. Was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 1 brings up third
down now. Here's Darts. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Steady.
Goes with a walk and run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this.
Ready, set.
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Giants into the nickel, third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Hawks, 7, 18, Pioneer, Trap 60, Trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Walker now from the gun. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
65, 65, hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
70 Lions, Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Near the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Start on the grounds here. Tracy. They're cobbled together a yard there. Really in love bringing that one to an end.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's not short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down, Tracy gets it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Darts back to throw. Some daylight through the 40. And Dart's got a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants trailing in the early going. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Now Darts going to the air. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has it in close. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
They go right back to Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Tracy once more. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone on first. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone.
Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. wk11 with the INT. And the Seahawks make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Check. Cougar 19. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's stuck on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. Some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
70 Lions, go!
Going on first down. It starts. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A bunch of bodies around him.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up fourth down.
Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Walker on first down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Throws off the lift, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. 10. 70 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 9.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
70. 70. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer.
Looking inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Looking quickly here.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Start setting in the throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Bronco 80.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Loss of 6 brings up second and 16 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Offense to the line fast.
Loss of 9 on the play brings up third down.
Dart's looking at this third and long. He finds Neighbors right side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And out to Walker from the gun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
On the go.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
40-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Caught, nice game left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Milroe to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's got a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal.
Let's go. Hurt. Ready.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Myers' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one, okay? This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts. You have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Giants lining things up. First and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Escapes out to the left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. No throw, third and long. Has it downfield working left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
4 yards. And the Giants first down.
On first down, here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the center. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants getting back to within 2 possessions. Dart in this offense getting set to go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Pistol now for Milrow. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Going on 1st down. It's Darts. He beams one. Deep right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Throwing here, Milrow. Here's a screen out for Walker. Blast through midfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18, Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Milrow with it on 1st. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Ready up.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Seahawks close to picking up their 5th win.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off the play fake. No run. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
19, 13, Pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Not to turn by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big gain downfield. He's out in the clear. Hits the 20. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Giants offense and dart looking to get 2 more here. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Setting up the running back screen. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know.
Put the body on the line for his team.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out swinging. They did everything that they could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now an inside give to Walker. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Warriors 70.
From the gun, Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Kevin Pirates. Viking 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Gets the Seahawks first down, Brock. To finish off this win for him.
19 tight. 10 for 11. 10 for 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He's got it. It's in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch the lead to 23. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
Their own 20-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hunter now will go in motion left. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbrain. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Dart. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dante Thornton, 30 yards. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The kick is good.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Jackson. That is incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is throws a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's another Giants.
They'll go play action here with Dart.